What's up, y'all? This is still season 2, episode 2. This is just part 2 of it. I want y'all to understand that in our culture, everything we do is negative. Everything that we embrace is negative. Everything that we do judges people negatively. Look at all the things that we invite into our households, and we sit there with our kids and watch things like Love and Hip Hop, and that watches couples beat the shit out of each other and curse each other out, and watches women fight each other and men fight each other, and this, that, and the third. And there's no other premise for the show except to be so-called fabulous and fucking beating the shit out of people and sitting back turning tables over like we have no fucking home training. We invite that shit into our homes. And our kids sitting on the couch, not even if they're not watching, they're hearing it. Look at what we do where we watched a whole person who is not of the culture come in and affect our culture by coming in and taking what we've always known to be a certain thing within the law, and now that's normalized through someone who wasn't even of the culture because of our idolizations. And that right there, I'm just saying how open we are to poison. And we allow that shit to happen. We don't never look at things for how they are, or whatever the case may be. We look at things for what they are right then. We don't play the long game. We play what makes us happy right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I might say some things that piss you off right now, but I'm hoping that in the long game, it helps you with your long game. Because I'm not investing in your feelings right now. I'm investing in your lifestyle. I'm investing in your kids that you're bringing up. I'm investing in our future as a people. Which is why I started doing the We the Black People series last year. What are we going to do? What are we going to keep doing? Are we going to keep saying that all of these things that we do, all of these things that we feel, all of these negative connotations that we bring upon ourselves with each other, the way that we look at each other, the faith that we have in each other, the willingness to help one another, how we step on each other's toes, how we get in someone's lane that we call ourselves being close to, how we tell people how to handle their own personal situations in their own households, or whatever the case may be, that we tell people to give up rather than fight for their families. We tell them, we fucking sit there with pom-poms and tell people, yo, leave that shit, leave that situation, leave that shit. And never mind that they have kids together. You don't even think about that shit. Never mind the fact that you're only being told a story, and the story that you're being told is one side of the story that might or might not be true. But you got your pom-poms because our reaction is to say, well, just leave. Even friendships. How do we even look at our friends? How many of y'all can go on something as stupid as Pornhub and see the title of a video, and even if the shit is not true, the title that your mind would even go there, the title of a video is fucking my baby mom, my best friend's baby mama, or my best friend's baby mama sucking my dick. Come on, y'all. Where's loyalty? What happened to loyalty? What happened to the idea of loyalty? What happened to moving with honor? Real life leveling up. Not leveling up to be a dope boy, not leveling up to be up in the streets, not leveling up. Like, the most popular thing in the world right now is gang violence. These guys got platforms talking about banging. And it's available on the internet where they're talking about banging and fighting each other and shooting each other, and I'm going to do this to you and do that to you. And they record these conversations and then share them for the world. And then your kids come across that. And that's acceptable to us as a people. But we don't sit our kids down and let them listen to real life success stories. Guys who went from nothing, guys who went from the hood into offices, guys who sat down and went to school. We don't talk about these things. We don't give these people enough props at all. All we do is sit back and downgrade that person who went from nothing and sits at the top of the boardroom. The woman who had to fight her way from the hood, even the woman who had to fight her way from the stripper pole, who went to school, the woman who really did that and went to school while she was working on a stripper pole in order to create a better life for herself. Damn it, we should stand up and clap our hands because she don't have to do that shit no more. She fought and got out of it. No matter what the fuck she did while she was doing it. She ain't doing it no more. We should clap our hands to that. Because if we clapped our hands to more of those people who had those stories, probably more of the people that's coming behind them would do the exact same thing or do it better. But instead, we would rather look at the time that she spent on the pole rather than the time that she's spending in the boardroom. The time that he spent in the streets rather than the time that he's owning his business. This is us. This is us. We'll sit back and talk about, well, he used to be a banger. He used to do that. So I ain't impressed. What the fuck is that? And you don't have to be impressed. Congratulations. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Keep growing. Keep growing, mommy. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm glad to see that you got to this space. Now keep going up. And then when we get up, let's reach back. And I don't mean like we give rappers and shit who have all of this money or whatever the case may be. They may have all of this money or they putting up this persona and they show up to their hood and they give away turkeys. And that's the best that we can expect, ladies and gentlemen. Let's stop clapping out. We can clap our hands for that because everything helps. But where's the mindset of creating real life businesses and creating jobs in your hood so that some of the suffering can stop? So that people can make livable wages in your hood and possibly get out your hood. Or the money that is circulating in your hood, because now you may have your t-shirts and you have a little factory out there. Now those people are making livable wages and now they don't have to bang. And now your neighborhood starts to grow. Can we stop being motherfuckers that I'm going to talk about this dude, and I didn't mean to go into any specific people on here or whatever the case may be, but I got to. Anybody ever notice that Dr. Umar Johnson only shows up to tell people that they fucking up? Deion Sanders takes a job at the HBCU, loses money taking that job. Loses money in the sense that he was making a lot of money on the NFL Network, y'all. He had a show in his name. And he took less money to go support these black kids, to go coach these black kids, to go coach his children, whatever the case may be. And Dr. Umar didn't show up to do shit about, thank you, Deion, for taking the job. I appreciate, during the time, I appreciate what you're doing, Deion. But the moment Deion leaves, he's on 6 podcasts talking shit about what he did. But while he was doing what he did, you didn't have a fucking word to say positive. Give people their flowers while they doing their thing, and maybe, just maybe, they might find a way to stay in that position. Because you didn't appreciate it while he was doing it. And that's a lot what goes on in our hood. We can't wait to tell somebody they fucking up, but we never tell somebody. See, one of the things that I do, y'all, I might yell at my kids, but one of the things that I do, when they do something good, I yell that shit too. I'm just as emotional for them doing something good as I am about them doing something bad, if not more, because they need a cheering section. All of us do. All of us do. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking you this. These 2 videos that I'm doing right now, share these videos. I want these videos out here. I'm asking y'all to share these videos. If anything I said in these 2 videos resonated with you in any way, let me know how it resonated with you. Let's have a conversation. I do talk back on YouTube. So I'm open for conversation, whatever the case may be. And please, if anything I said resonate with you, if you can see anything that I'm saying, please share these videos, man. I'm out. Love y'all. Peace, love, blessings. Show off.